Yo, what's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this right here, modern style. I'm going to go through every single thing possible, be as detailed as possible. This video is mainly for beginners, so if you already know what you're doing, you can skip through some parts if you already know what I'm showing and all that kind of stuff, obviously. Also, if you do get lost at any point in time, pause the video or go back, or even view it in slow motion by using the playback button, obviously. And yeah, hopefully this tutorial is very helpful. If you guys do have any questions, leave a comment or contact me on Discord if you are having any problems with this. And yeah, make sure to look at everything I do in this video so you get everything correct. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for another one of these videos. Once again, more tutorials. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. Let's get into this. Alrighty, so the first thing that I'm going to be showing you guys are triggers. For this, so you don't really have to use the same exact numbers I'm using, obviously, but I recommend you use the ones that I'm doing if you're a beginner. If you're very advanced, or if you're sort of advanced, I recommend going solo if you're going to be at the beginning of low. But this is a ship section. Most modern lows, or any lows, has ship sections around the middle, so I kind of went a little bit in between. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys these colors coordinate right here. We're going to start off the colors, so yeah. This is a color right here, obviously. We go through 1 through 8 if you're not going to be using the same numbers as me, or if you are, just use 1 through 28. So yeah, if you don't know where to find this, it's right here inside the BG area, and then you just click on color. Really simple stuff. You place it down, and then yeah, all you have to do after that really is just go in here. Now, there's going to be different colors. I'm going to show you guys. I recommend using this. If you don't know how to use this, just click around this area right here. You're going to see it, just click in that area that I'm pointing at right now, and obviously make sure you have fade time of 0.5 or 0.50, whatever you like to say it. So let's just put that right there in that area. Also make sure you have your scroll as well. This is around the green area. I chose green. You can choose anything for that color really, but it's really up to you. So yeah, you just bring the scroll wheel all the way around. If you ever want to change a certain color, you can easily just like bring it around. So yeah, that's the number. Obviously put your color ID number right there. You can choose any number you want. And yeah, it's really up to you for that one. You can choose any number. But I recommend using the ones right now so you don't get confused, obviously. So yeah, that's basically how you do that. You just type it in. That's where you put your color ID. Yeah. Also, alright. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is that it just goes around. Next color just goes to yellow. So yeah. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to enter your color ID. Then all you have to do is copy and paste it, move it above it, go to the next color by clicking that arrow, and then drag that to yellow. That's all you have to do, and then you just keep going to the next color every single time, so and so, as you go up. And obviously after that, it's just going to go up to there. So yeah, really simple things. That goes all the way around the color wheel for the certain things that you were going to use. So yeah, that's basically coordinates with that, obviously, as I said, and that's really about it for the color part. Okay, next up is the BG/background. All you have to do here is just use this color right here. So just kind of aim it in this area, and make sure your blue is also in that area between cyan and dark blue, or just simple blue. I don't really can tell what it is. Yeah, Slide's colorblind. So yeah, you can just scroll that wheel around, whatever color you really want that fits. I don't recommend using that color for the colors that I'm using. But you can basically just choose any color you want. For now, I'm just going to use this as an example because it looks good. So yeah, you can also copy the ID as you go on. You copy the background color and just kind of like bring it in a circle, and see it fades up to the next color. So yeah, that's what that does. Really simple stuff right there. Obviously, it's automatically going to be on 0.5, so you don't have to worry about that. And also make sure your color ID is at BG right there. That's where you press the button. So yeah, that's basically it for really the BG. You can swipe that around to whatever color you want. So yeah, up next, I guess, we're going to show you how to, let's think here. Let's go with the alpha. So if you want to learn how to do alpha, all you have to do, actually, don't really, I'll show you what I mean by this. You want to make sure group 200, you can select any group you want. You want to make sure that's at alpha. Really, yeah, that's all you have to really do. Just make sure you also have it at fade out, all that kind of stuff. Put that all at 0. So yeah, next up, I guess, is going to be rotate. You don't really need this, but if you ever want to rotate something special, you can use this, but do it just in case, I would say. So yeah, you can use any number you want really for this. and basically you rotate degrees at 30, ease out obviously. So yeah, degrees is 30. And then you want to go, let me go find it. Okay, ease out 2.00 and move time is 1. So you just go to rotate, you put this on ease out, no, not what am I doing? Alright, so then you go to ease out, that's automatically on 2.0, right? Yeah. So then this just goes to 1, just change the move time to 1. And yeah, whatever number you obviously want to use as your target group ID in the center, so you have to have the center in order for an object to rotate around that. You need to know how to do a rotation or any of that, or you don't know how it works, just don't do this. You don't really have to do this. But if you're interested, search up some videos on how to make rotating objects inside geometry. So that's basically what you should use for your rotation. That's basically all you really have to do for that. So yeah, that's it for the triggers. And yeah, hope you guys got this all correct. Yeah, review it if you didn't get it correct, and let's go into the next step. Alrighty, so the next step is here, and I'm going to be showing you how to do the block, the ground, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is really simple on how to make this kind of stuff, really simple stuff here. So yeah, let's start off with the base of the object, because I like doing that first. So yeah, these are all the stuff that I have, obviously. So what you want to do first is you want to also use layers. Make sure you're using layers. You can put that in group 1 or 2. You can swap them. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to copy and paste this just so I can get the correct stuff so I don't mess up, because I kind of forgot what I did here. So yeah, you basically just take this object. This can be found right there. Move it over with the scroll wheel to the side, and it'll be right there. So just press that down. The color's going to be different to you because I already have different aspects, but this is the colors right here. It's at 29. You can select any number you want, but I chose 29. The color is white, and I just brought the opacity down to 25%, which you can use the opacity really just by bringing the scroll wheel right there. You can just drag it down to 25. It doesn't have to be exactly 25, but at least if it's around there, it'll work and look like mine. So now, yeah, that's basically all you have to really do with the colors. Then you just kind of just grab that object. Make sure you're selecting the object also. And yeah, those objects don't really, the triggers don't really coordinate with this since they don't have the correct numbers. So yeah, you just take your swipe, drag it across. I'm just going to do a 4 by, yeah, I guess I'll just do 4 by 2. For right now, just so I can show you guys. But yeah, make sure you go no longer than 3 up. You always want to do that. Unless you want to make something like a hard demon or something like that, I recommend no going higher than 1 or 2. So yeah, keep it at about 2 and 1 for your base height. Nothing more than 3. Alright? Unless you're going for something obviously tight. Your tight ship section. So yeah, these things are just some 3D, and it's the same exact thing. It's just the same exact thing. So you just select whatever number you use for that. Same exact color. HSV has changed a little bit. You just gotta bring down the brightness a little bit, and that's really how you do that part. It's pretty simple. So yeah, make sure you're using also 33 as your number. I don't think it's really much of a big deal, but I forgot what I put my triggers as, so just in case, put them in the group of 33. So yeah, that's basically how you do that. That's just 3D really. You can find 3D right over here. Then you just use a scroll wheel as I'm doing right now, and then you click on that, and bam, look at that. Simple 3D stuff. So yeah, that's really just how you do that. Kind of simple things, obviously. Once again, as I said, I say that way too much. But yeah, that's how you get your object. Now, next thing that we're going to do is we are going to do the top piece. Just put that to the side. I guess I put it at this. So yeah, I'm just going to copy and paste this, put it over here so I can demonstrate it to you on how to make this. So you just want to move it over just a tiny bit. Get it aligned. I don't know what's wrong with this. Wait a second. So if I bring it over, okay, wait, this kind of looks a little bit weird. Let me just try and get it in perfect. Okay, wait, actually, wait, no. This has to move over, yeah. So you want to kind of put always one more block, obviously. So just move this over and make sure it's like half a block on each side. It's going over half a block on each side. So you just want to take this and you want to place it. You want to always have one more than you have at your base. So my base is 4. My base is 4 blocks. You want to go to 5. So if I add 6, I would go to 7 blocks to the top piece. So yeah, that's how you really do that part. Make sure you're colored. I'm going to show you guys my colors right now. So my colors are at 25. This is very important. Make sure you select 25 as a color. It sort of coordinates with this. It's a little bit different though. You just kind of bring it up. I'll show that later on inside the video. because yeah, I forgot to record this part and show that part. So yeah, you basically just go up a tiny bit, and these all demonstrate the colors here. You want to change it through each and every single one of these. So make sure you're not using purple or whatever color you're going to use. So every single block, you want to have a variety. So yeah, you just go on here, select 25, create that or whatever you want, but make sure you're using the exact colors so you don't get confused or any of that. And these are the colors that I'm using right now. So yeah, make sure you use the same exact numbers. Alright, so you go to 25, and yeah, you got your color. It's moved up, obviously, a little bit more from the beginning. If you haven't seen that, I just moved it up a tiny bit. So, that's how you do that. Now we're going to do the 3D on the block. Really, really easy, not that hard. So you just place that down there. Yeah, it doesn't have the automatic color, and if you can see this, see how this doesn't really go properly? When I place this down, see how this one's kind of like that? When you place that down, I was selecting on, that's what happened. But if you, accidentally hit that. So yeah, if you take this block, let me show you an example. So if I place this down, you have to rotate it like that in order to get that. But wait, if you put that down, it's not going to go properly. So what you want to do is you want to use the pixel thing where you just push up the block a few pixels and make sure it gets in there perfectly, because it will fit in there perfectly. So that's all you have to really do for that part. Obviously, once again, you want to use, also those are my BG colors. I'm using object right now. Yeah, I'm just using object. You're not going to use object for this, but in case, here's my object color in case anything goes wrong in the thing. Yeah. Here's how you do this part. The color for this is really simple. You just go in here. So select your colors. Now that you have this, they both should be the same color. You want to go in 25, and what happens is you select 25. See how they're a different color? Well, this is the trick to it. The HSV. So you want to go to the HSV here. Really simple. So you go to HSV on your block. See how it's kind of like a little bit different? You just go to HSV. You want to put that 0.8 on your brightness. Simple stuff like that. And yeah, so just go to your color, make sure you're on 25 as your color block. With the other number, you use the purple, and you want to bring that to 0.80 on things. So you just bring it, and then boom, it'll end up just like that. You want to select it. If it's not already next to the block, you want to put it next to the block just like that. And yeah, should turn out like that. Now you want to get these things. These things are a little bit brighter. Basically, just make another one of these 3D. I just taught you how to make 3D, so hopefully you know how to do this. All the 3D blocks are in the same exact area as I just showed you. So all you have to do is bring these down to the side just like that, and make sure you fill it in perfectly on top of your block, obviously. Now, if you want to get this color, you just get your color and you got to place it on the 25. HSV, you want to bring that down to 90. Bring it down from 1 to 90, 190, whatever they want to call it. It's at 1, but it's sort of like 90 out of the 100, but it's 0.9. So bring it there, really simple, and then you should get something like this. If you're confused, obviously leave a comment. And all you have to do is just drag it down on top of your block, just like I showed you how to do at the beginning of this. And yeah, that's how you do that part inside the block. Now the next step that I am going to show you guys how to do is just put some detail on top of the block. You don't want to have the block be boring. Just add a little tiny bit of detail onto it. Make sure you're also using the same color. Make sure you're using the correct color. If you don't know where to find them, they're right here. These are where you find these things. You can also use that. You can use whatever you want on top, really. Whatever looks best. But I recommend using this because it's kind of like the best looking one, to be honest. So yeah, that's all you have to do for that. Same color, obviously, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the colors will also change. Also, make sure you have this outline on your block. I forgot to show you this, but there's an outline on it because you'll go right through the block. You'll go right through the block if you do not put anything. So I'm going to show you this step right here. The next step is going to be probably the best part of the whole block, really. So if you want to find these, you just go in here, and then they're right there. So yeah, you just want to go into the arrow wheel. Make sure you go on the yellow orb. Put that there, and obviously my color is going to look like that. But if I deselect, you're going to get something along the lines of this. You'll probably have a different color, but all you have to do really is just select on this. Now, the colors that we're going to use, I'm going to show you guys right in a second. We're going to be using some new colors here, so make sure you have some slots ready for new colors. Obviously, here's my background, my ground 2, and line. Make sure you have that. 3D yellow is white, and that's that color for objects. So pause it there if you want to check out that kind of stuff. And yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do this, you just click on this. I'm going to show you guys the colors right here. So it's obviously the color that you're using for your block, which right now we're using 25. HSD, you just bring it down to 96, so it gives it a little bit of a change on the block. And the detail that you want to add on your block is going to be at 10 with opacity at 0. Doesn't matter what color you really use. It could be purple, whatever you want, but as long as the opacity is at 0. So obviously my color that I'm using for my block is at 25, so I'm just going to type in 25 on my number pad. Then I'm going to go to HSD and bring that down, my brightness down to 0.96. Alright, so then you can go detail. Then obviously just create a whole new thing that hasn't been used yet. Put it at your color and put it at 0.0. Alright, so yeah, then you want to copy and paste this, and yeah, then you copy and paste it. But wait, if I have it like this doesn't look like that plus sign thing. So I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So, you basically have your block right here. See how that's kind of like that? Now you just do that, rotate it 2 times, and then you'll have it like that. Then, what you do here is you want to click on that bottom one, because it kind of looks weird compared to that one, right? You just click reverse, and then boom, then you kind of have like an arrow sign. So then you just copy and paste that, click that 2 times, then you just copy and paste it until you get 5 total blocks. Then once you get 5 total blocks, you want to put this on top of your block, just like that. Also make sure you're using layers, obviously. And yeah, it should look something like that. That looks really cool, I have to say. So yeah, that's how you basically do that part. Now, the next part of the block that I'm going to show you how to do is the shading. The shading doesn't really pop out too much, but it does, I'm telling you, it does do some detail. So what you want to do here is you want to go into here. This is where you find all the shading. Go all the way at the end, depending on whatever you have. It depends on what you have as your keys. I'll show you right here. If you go to your settings, then you have your buttons per row and button rows. Whatever you have, it's inside this category. You probably have, most people have what I have right now. So yeah, rotate that 2 times. And then basically you have your colors. Now here are the colors. It's just 35 with 0.10 opacity. Doesn't matter what color. Actually no, it doesn't matter what color. White. Make sure you use white with 10 opacity. 0.1 as your opacity. So yeah, you just take that and then you just basically just make a whole row of 4. Since our bottom layer is going to be 4, we put that under our block, move it over a few pixels depending on how you're building it. You might not even need to move a few pixels really at all. So yeah, make sure that's all even, should be even, and yeah, it'll look something like this. This is what your block looks so far. Hopefully it's turning out pretty well, and yeah, obviously if you mess up anything, just go back, watch the video. If you still don't understand, leave a comment and I'll help you out. Also, if you guys are watching the premiere, say hello if you're watching the premiere. Sorry if you're getting bored if you're watching the premiere, obviously, because, you know, you're watching a premiere and you can't pause the video and it's going to go too fast. So yeah, this is what your object should look like so far if you're watching the tutorial. That's what your thing should look like. Really, 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 really easy. It looks pretty good, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's your top piece. Make sure you also move it on half a block on each side going out. And that's what you should get. Alright, that's what. Let's just move on to the next step. Alrighty, so the next step that I'm going to be showing you guys is the ground. Really simple stuff, obviously. I keep saying that because it kind of is. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to do the saw. It's a little bit complex if you don't know what you're doing, really, or you don't know what I'm pressing. So you just want to go in edit group. Doesn't matter what number, but I recommend, obviously, using 33. Alright, so yeah. This, make sure you go into edit special and use custom and you put the degrees at 30. And then the one on the inside, you want to go to edit special right there where my cursor is, custom and -15. Make sure you have that. That's very important. So now these are just 2 objects inside of each other. It's just a wheel and that. If you don't know where to find that, it's inside the saw section. You just click on that, put it right there. And yeah, you can also size it down, all that kind of stuff. You can choose whatever size you want, kind of saw. So yeah, the base is going to be black with 0 opacity, and the next color is going to look just like this. Make sure you have this exact one. Copy this color right here. So then, after you add that, it kind of also changes. So if you want to change it to blue, obviously, just move your color wheel around, just like I showed you in the beginning. So yeah, you want to go on here. That's just that, yeah. And then you'll end up with this after you're done, really. Then these are these Ferris wheel things, I like to call them. They're not called that, so don't call them that. But that's why I just like to call them, because they kind of look like that. So yeah, You just click on it, select that, and then your color is going to be white with 25 opacity. Simple stuff, kind of, yeah. And then you just put that inside your block, resize it if it doesn't fit, all that kind of stuff, obviously, and put it under your blocks. Don't use this too often. Use it like once every like 10-20 blocks. I would say 10 blocks. Really don't kind of use it too often because that kind of gets cluttered because with the amount of ground decoration we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is the main ground piece, really. I'll just select these two as an example. We have blue and green. You want to use every single color that you have, which is the 1 through 8 colors I told you inside the beginning. So if you don't know where to find these, they're inside the spikes. You just kind of, it's really easy to place this down. You just place this one here, take this, put on swipe, so you can do that. Click on that and click the reverse, and that's basically how you make these basins. Pretty simple. So yeah, now you just select on your object. You want to select your color. Say we're doing blue as our ground. Whatever color you put as blue, make sure you have it here. So yeah, this one's green, obviously, and this is how you do it. You just click on it. That's just blue. Really simple. Obviously, make sure you have the same exact colors, but they're a little bit different. These colors are a little bit different than those. Okay. These are special. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. See how these are different colors. These go a tiny bit above. The ones that the triggers had, this is what I was talking about like 10 minutes ago, something like that ago. These just go up a tiny bit. So your colors that you had on the triggers over there, you want to move it up. So that's basically how you make those. So yeah. Next thing, also make sure you have your saturation at the plus, and then you make sure you go up to 0.1 on your saturation as a plus. And that's basically how you do that. And then it's basically the same exact thing. Make sure you have the correct colors, all that kind of stuff. And that's how you make your grounds. Now the last ground that we are going to do are these two. There's also one more, but you know, let's just use that as an Easter egg. You don't really need too much, but here's the next thing. If you don't know how to make these really easy, you just go back into the area that we were just in. Take these deadlocked items, place them down, flip them, all that kind of stuff. And then you can just rotate them using the rotate thing. Obviously, rotate them at any degrees you want. I recommend having them straight, but a tiny bit rotated. Because then if it's too much rotate, it's going to look like kind of like junky and trash. So you want to just kind of have it like straight, but just a tiny bit rotated. If you want to know how to make these, you basically just grab these things and copy and paste it, flip it, turn it back. Easy stuff. Now it may look a little bit different from that one. See how that one kind of, these overlap? Really easy fix on this. You just grab this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to just move that back one, move the next one back another. And yeah, you should get, it's the same exact thing. If you want to move it closer, you can. It's really up to you, like that. But I recommend keeping it, just move it in 1 pixel, because if it's moved out, it's going to look fat and not look good. So yeah, that's basically how you do that. And that's your ground, basically. Those are your ground spikes, as I like to call them. And that's really it for this tutorial, really. That's everything you have, guys. Also, make sure you also outline your thing and put the group at 200, so your normal blocks, the platform blocks, and surround your thing so you don't crash and all that kind of stuff. If you know what I mean, obviously do that. Alright, so this is what it should look like when you're done. Hopefully, it looks like that. If it doesn't, please report your problem, and I'll help you solve it. And yeah, I'm just going to delete all this because that's just the example, but yeah. Make a bunch of blocks, change the colors, all that kind of stuff. This is what it should look like when it's done. The tutorial will only take like 10 minutes, but I was just showing an example. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully it helped you out. Also, make sure to add these spike things before I go. I just want to show you guys. This is your air deco. You just use these things by using, they're right inside the circle things. That's basically you just take them and then you just use the color that I'm going to show you on screen. But yeah. Hopefully this tutorial helped you. Like, comment, and subscribe. 100 likes for another how-to video. And yeah, share this video with your friends. Check out the other tutorials that I've done. Also a second mod. This is the second modern tutorial. First one was a different style, modern. Yeah. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I'm sorry for coughing. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your video, guys. Okay, bye.